Welcome back to Never Shut Up. It's your boy Marcellus Wiley, about to do something that I know is going to be fun. Boy, them comments going to be lit up on this one because we're going to dive into the NBA. But now our tour guides aren't going to be the general managers. It's not going to be the media. It's going to be the anonymous player. And usually when you hear anonymous, you're like, who's the scary dude that's going to say too much? Right? Typically you think that. And I understand why you have to do it, even though I gag every time I hear of an anonymous poll. You have to do it because these guys got to protect their jobs, got to protect their reputations, right? So the security of it is, hey, say what you want, I'll protect your identity. I think we all get that. But usually what comes from this is actually better intel than when someone has to put their name to the story, correct? It's kind of like when you see situations with documentaries. You ever watch a documentary and it's a documentary from the family, from the estate, and you're like, you watching this, you're like, dog, they ain't talk about everything in this because they want to make sure they prop up the name. But when it's one of those documentaries that no one supported in the family, oh, you about to hear it all, even some stuff that may not be true. So let's dive into this. There's 16 questions, so I'm going to have fun with this. We're going to do this daily, right, through the playoffs. Let's do like 4 a day just to kind of piece this out, take a bite on it, and see what this looks like. All right, the first question was, who's the MVP? All right, I see 6 names here, and in 6th place, which means you get a participation trophy, if that, is Luka Doncic, right? All right, Luka, whatever. You had a good season. It hasn't materialized as expected. Last year, Western Conference Finals. This year, still a baller. Get Kyrie, and somehow, some way, it doesn't add up to W's like it should have. All right, 5th place, this is a surprise. SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You're talking about already a beast and blossoming right before our eyes. I went and saw him about a month ago. He played against his former team, the Clippers, and man, his skill set, we already knew. It was funny when they had to trade him away. There was regret in the moment, but they did it, and now he's gone, and boy, is he a monster. We got in 4th place. You still get no award. Jason Tatum, who we all know is special to the fullest. Jason Tatum might be winning the most right now in life in terms of the NBA. You got to think about it because everybody you're going to say is probably older or probably married. I'm talking about Jason Tatum just look like, yo, hang out with him after the games. He's the most desired dude to hang with after the game. Just seemed like he got it all together. Now let's get to the top 3. Actually, a medal in bronze medal. Giannis, I'm never going to do that last name correctly. Giannis got 3rd place, 15% of the vote, actually. So we know how this is playing out. It was always a 2-headed monster, right? 2-person race between Jokic and Embiid. Well, who got silver? Jokic. The MVP of the league, according to the players, is Joel Embiid. Now, why did some of the guys vote for Joel Embiid? I heard some of the guys go on record and say, hey, he plays defense. You got to give it to the guy because he's on both ends of the court. Also heard some guys say, look, I mean, we're going to give it to somebody 3 times in a row? Is he that damn good? Now, I don't fully feel that argument, but at the same time, I do have respect for that argument because you got to look at it like, is someone else deserving? Not that Jokic is better than Embiid, but they're tied. So the tie should go to the new guy. It seems like that's the general consensus, at least from the players as well. All right, let's get into another one. Who's the best defender? All right. Let's just go to the top 5. All right, we got Bam Bam Adebayo. Okay, we see him down there in Miami. We ain't going to spend too much time on him. Number 4, Marcus Smart. Interesting, because he's known for that, right? That's how he makes his money, his bread and butter. 4th is not bad, but it seems like we've seen him higher. 3, little surprise for y'all who not diving deep into it. Brook Lopez out there beasting. Got a lot of people on their heels, okay? Number 2 Number 3, I should say, is others. So they got too many guys in there. And they were just like, forget it. We're going to just call y'all others. That's messed up, right? Like we on a census report. What are you, black? What is it, non-Hispanic, immigrant, white, other? It's like everybody else is others. So we're going to just give that the 3rd place. Number 2, we got L. Dort, right? LeGuint's Dort. Huh? Okay, so who's number 1? We're going to leave that alone. Who's number 1? Drew Holiday is number 1. Got his props. Y'all want to hear some of the quotes? Some of the guys said, literally, when you see him on the court, run the other way. Other guys said, oh man, he has the best hands in the league, bar none. The guy is a beast. You do not want to deal with him. And it's crazy because Drew Holiday went to school right down the street from where I am. Why does that matter to me? Well, that must be some fertile ground to create a beast in basketball. I don't know. Whenever MJ decides to turn his engine back on again, and whenever he wants to listen to daddy again, maybe my son could go to Drew Holiday's high school. It's actually on our list already. We love that school, even before I knew that Drew Holiday actually went there. So amazing. I talked so long and I had so much fun with that. We only got 2 out, which means, damn it, this whole NBA playoffs, we may have to come back to this every single day. But I ain't mad at it because it's fun to hear how the game looks from the player's eyes instead of everyone on the outside.